All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to everybody and good evening, no? Whatever parts you are in the world. I am SirEatAlot, guys, and we're back with some more Wuthering Waves content. And right now, guys, kasi I thought na today was Path of Exile, hindi pa pala. It's gonna be later, pa mga 4 a.m. So today we're gonna be playing some Wuthering Waves, and we're gonna be doing some exploration with Augusta, and it was very fun. I really enjoyed my time kahapon with the story, although it was very long. But again, it was very enjoyable. Right now, we're just kind of like maybe do some exploration in preparation para kay Yuno. I have some astrites ready already for her, pero we're not yet there. We're not yet in perfect completion. No, we're not ready. As you can see, our astrites is not that enough for her. So we're gonna be farming just a little bit. I haven't done any explorations yet. The side quests are still open. So today we're gonna be playing, um, which I think is some of the alternatives ni Augusta apart from the Mortifi lineup, right? I don't have Prolova, so I don't have those teams, but we're gonna basically play through some of the themes that I think that she could be that she can work with, right? So first teams I'm gonna be using is gonna be Augusta. Of course, Mortifi is already there, so we'll put Augusta and sino pa pwede natin ilagay dito? Si Yinlin. Where's Yinlin? Yinlin, ayan, Yinlin and Shorekeeper. F2P team is gonna be Verena, but I'm not gonna use it. Ayan, so there's two teams that is available. I'm not sure if there is a quick swap variation of Augusta. Hindi ko pa nakita. I don't know if it's still Changli, but if it is Changli, then we'll find out soon enough. But first, let's use this team na Mortifi team nga tayo. So we're gonna be doing some exploration muna. Actually, we're gonna do some questing. I don't know if mag-quest muna tayo or mag-exploration muna tayo. I'm not sure. But usually when we start exploration quests, we usually start from the side, no? But this update's been amazing. I think this battle pass is also very amazing. I think this battle pass is worth getting now because it's really nice 4-star weapons na. But again, if you are already invested in a lot of 5-star weapons, you don't really need the 4-star, and why would you do that? I think the only option is that you're really not pulling any of the weapons ng any characters sa game na to. So that's the most, I think, the reason why you would actually pull for the weapons, no? So give me a second, guys. Let me just check my TikTok chat kasi baka hindi pa nag-refresh. Ayan. Ayan, magandang gabi sa lahat, guys. Ayan. So, yeah. By the way, we're gonna be doing some account reviews very soon. Not right now, though. But very soon. So, let's just see. Ano ba tayo? Ano bang gagawin natin? So, let's do some exploration. I haven't really finished Septimont. So, di ko muna sisimulan to dito. Sanguis Plateaus, I'm gonna be skipping this for the exploration. I'm gonna go here and finish the exploration dito sa Septimont, which I have not finished, by the way. So, it's gonna be fun kasi we're gonna be basically exploring the old map first before we explore the new one. So, hindi ko alam kung saan ako nagkulang dito sa first map. Yeah, look at this. Septimont is not 100%. Fabricatorium of the Deep is not 100%. So we're gonna exploring those areas first. But ito muna tayo, no? There are still treasure spots na hindi ko na-explore. Some Sonoscat that I haven't done. So I think it's high time na kailangan ko ng 100% to ulit. So that we feel empty again sa buhay. First things first, though, I need to get to this. Hindi ko alam paano makapunta dyan. Itong resonance, ito. I have no idea paano makapunta dyan. Maybe I'll start here. I don't know. What's up, Slendy? How you doing, sir? Welcome to stream. Gamit ko sig ni Jinshi. Want ko mag-pull sa sig ni Augusta, pero gusto ko din yun, no? Ano prayo ko? Okay. Signature ni Jinshi on Augusta is arguably not really great. I would say it's above, I think it's worse. Kasi I don't think she's really resonance skill type of character, although she can use it as a stat stick siguro, but I think the best contender or in terms of list of weapons na pwede sa kanya, I think yung weapon ni Gian yun eh. If you have a Gian and you have a Gian weapon, most likely use that. Pero apart from that, I don't think the weapon ni Jinshi is actually a great substitute. I think it's a bad substitute in my opinion. Babalik ba ako? Thank you for the follow. Babalik ba? Balik na, sir. There is a returnee event, by the way, and if you guys are interested, pag na in-game na kayo, let's do this event together, no? I invite the returning players. If you guys are returning, meron siyang invitation code para sa returning players so you earn more rewards. On top of that, ito, Back to Solaris event. So, here's my code. Ayan. Oh, daily lang, man. Genshu, daily lang. You don't really need to play this game 24/7. And this game is actually made for casuals and it's not made for hardcore. As we've seen so far with with our experience for the past year sa Wuthering Waves, it's not meant for hardcore. It's not really meant for hardcore. If you play this game hardcore, you're playing it wrong. Yun ang masasabi ko talaga. So my suggestion is just play it casually. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, even an hour of gameplay, even 30 minutes of gameplay is enough sa game na to. And you don't really need to spend as much time as like other games like, let's say, MMORPG games. Those games are different. Those games are really time consuming. However, Wuthering Waves is none of those. None of those. Pull ako sa weapon ni Augusta. Kasi the reason, can you buy the battle pass? Yung battle pass weapon kasi, alright, let me just go and show you the battle pass weapon, no? Yung battle pass weapon kasi, this one here, Oath of Tide Hunters, casting Resonance Liberation increases attack and grants 10.8% heavy attack damage bonus for 15 seconds. This weapon is an alternative sa weapon ni Augusta. So let's say na you want to you want to invest on Augusta but you don't want to spend the astrites but you do have the money to buy the battle pass. This is a good option. Ito yung masasabi ko. Goods yung weapon ni Gian kay Augusta. Yes, because Augusta is a heavy attack broad blade user. She's a broad blade user. She is really good with the broad blade. I would say the damage output at the moment, can anybody support me on this one? Or if you guys disagree, let me know why. She's kind of underwhelming in terms of power. For some reason, maybe I built her wrong. I do not know. But for whatever reason, she does not feel strong at the moment. Now, if you check my build sa kanya, this is the build 52, 252.8. I am running a crit damage cost 4. I'm running a 3-piece Crown of Valor and 2-piece Void Thunder, which is, I would say this is not really, my Calcharo does more damage than this character. But in fact, my Calcharo is C5, so siguro I'll give that a bit of a credit. Pero again, this character for me is kind of underwhelming in terms of power for some reason. Ngayon, I don't know where to go to this. May hinahanap ako ano guys eh. Baka dun. Okay, maybe dun. So I don't know. The goods weapon ni Lupa. Weapon ni Lupa kasi is Resonance Liberation. Only Calcharo can really benefit from the broad blade weapon na binibigay ni Lupa. Even better, maybe just tiny bit better nagkakaroon ng benefit si
Leave it to me.
Sino ba ang character na nagbe-benefit din? Si Jinshi. I think Jinshi kinda benefits from the weapon as well because Jinshi also does a bit of Resonance Liberation damage naman.
Undying glory.
So, ano tayo? GN main since release.
It ends now.
Ito na lang gusto mo? Well, Chisa, I don't know about Chisa, but as you can see, you can see the picture below sa mga TikTok viewers. And for the people that do not see it, I'll show it on stream. It's Galbrena. That's Galbrena. She's spoiler alert, she's on the last sino pa hindi nakapag-story dyan. Alright, I'm not gonna talk about the story so I don't spoil people that are currently watching the stream. Pero if you haven't done the story, go ahead and do the story. Maybe maybe in a week or two, or maybe in a week, I'll be talking about the story more on. But the story is quite nice. It has some
A
repetitiveness to
hunt
it.
isn't complete without a
May
prize.
nararamdaman akong pagiging repetitive ng story quest currently. I don't know if it's just me. May pagiging repetitive siya, and at the same time, it was very long. It was very, very long. How's Augusta?
behind
Si
me.
Augusta, me gusta. She's nice. She's got those skill set na parang sobrang she's got tight skill set, I will say. She's got a time stop skill. She's got a lot of mobility in terms of a character. And yung kanyang
Stay
damage
behind me.
output, I would say, is a bit underwhelming kasi hindi ko pa siya nabibuild ng maayos. Or maybe the character that's meant for her is not yet here. So I am not sure bakit I feel underwhelmed with the damage I'm currently doing with her. Maybe it's because of the build na gawa ko sa kanya. Maybe I'm wrong with the build. I am not sure. But I do have her on her signature weapon. So. And I have her currently on her current bestie at the moment. Wala pa atang ibang mga katop up ng team na to. The alternatives are Yinlin. Again, it's Yinlin's Merciless Liberation, and but she does kind of buff
Fight by my side.
electro damage.
Sentiment.
Pero no, not really, not really the best pick for Augusta Megusta.
Nice trophy.
S1 Augusta is not really worth it. S2 Augusta is worth it. S6 Augusta is worth it. And we already did the math. There was a calculation we did on wutheringtools.com that kind of helped us determine what kind of a monster Augusta can be when you hit S2. Now, when you hit S2 kasi, right, I mean, let me pull up the calculator. Just to show you guys, no, how we did the calculation. But again, this is when you are S2 only or S6. So this is, by the way, the S6 R5 version of Augusta. And as you can see, yung kanyang crit rate is 205. Sir, 205 crit rate. Sir, are you ridiculous? Di ba dapat, sir, almost 100% lang, even if like 80 lang dapat, di ba? Well, Augusta's kind of a different character when you compare her to other characters in this game. Because I think she is the first character to actually overstock crit rate to improve her crit damage. Siya lang yung character, but only when you hit S2. So as you can see, her crit rate is 205, but her crit damage is 437.6. And this is with echoes na naka-average lang, like in the middle of the road na stats. Okay, crit rate, ayan, wala pa nga tong crit damage eh. Di ko pa dinagdagan ng crit damage itong isa dito sa taas eh. Well, let's add crit damage here. Yung middle of the road lang din. Yan, 455 crit damage. So, safe to say, she is a kind of a different character. Now, let's see her on her S2 version. Kasi S6 to eh. Now, I said, worth it yung S2, di ba? So, the S2 version is not as bad. Nabawasan ka lang ng around 50% crit damage, but you still get 405 crit damage. Yan yung S2. Now, how do you build S2 Augusta? Sir, paano ba i-build si S2 Augusta? It's a 4-4-1-1 setup. A double crit rate setup. Crit rate hindi crit damage, crit rate. Crit rate parehas. And then, attack substats na sa baba. That's how you do it. Now, what is the setup for her echoes though? Well, I think the setup is always gonna be Crown of Valor na 3-piece set and 2-piece set na Void Thunder. And does it overstock? No. It's enough. You have overstock. Maybe you have diminishing returns, heavy attack damage bonus. But this is just when you get everything on, like, when you do get heavy attack damage. By the way, perfect rolls to. Perfect rolls to. And this one, you got electro damage bonus by 82%. So, okay siya. Like, you still have so much damage. So, super ganda. So, right now, I feel like when you do get to the point where, or we get to a point where we are now pulling for Yuno and pulling Yuno for Augusta, it makes Augusta broken. But the build changes, by the way. The build changes, by the way, when you try to set up si Augusta. Kasi ngayon, 50% and another 40% on the damage amplification kay Yuno. S2 Yuno is, I think, 40% sabi ni Slendy. and then she has a 50% heavy attack damage amplification, meaning if you're building Augusta, I think isang option doon, may babaguhin ka. And ang babaguhin mo doon is yung 2-piece set mo na Void Thunder. Instead of getting a 2-piece set Void Thunder, you are gonna be getting, you have options na dito. Now, this is great. Because now you have options. You can now look into other sets. Pero clearly, there's only a few sets that you can literally look into. Lingering Tunes na 2-piece set. This is an option. Lingering 2-piece set dun sa 3-piece set mo kasi sobrang dami mo na kasing heavy attack damage bonus, parang nasobrahan na ata, I would say. So trying to mitigate yung diminishing returns with adding more attack, ito siya. Kasi by the way, yung damage amplifications ng elemental damage and yung basic attack, isang basket lang sila ng calculation, guys. So when they are reaching beyond 100%, less na yung nakakuha mo. So now you're gonna have to go here, attack percents. Once we get to Yuno. Wala pa si Yuno eh. So currently the builds are circling around the ano ba tawag nito? Yung current lineup, which is si Mortifi lang, I think Prolova, or even Yinlin ang selection. I don't know, maybe there will be new Tide-Breaking Courage, that's Energy Regen. You can literally look into other sets na 2-piece set. Now, wala masyado actually. Resonance skill damage is not really useful. So, I think the only set na pwede mong ipalit doon, Lingering Tunes. You can even do it now if you want. Kung gusto nyo. Lingering Tunes na 2-piece set, tapos 3-piece set na Crown of Valor. But let me read out the comments kasi I haven't read out all of the rest of the comments, no. In your opinion po, Augusta or Carlota? Sa akin, I'm going for Augusta based off playstyle. Carlota is already well known as a very strong Glacio character and actually one of the cheat codes sa hologram. But I think she's really great for newbies. Augusta, on the other hand, I would say if I'm trying to recommend a character for a newbie, Carlota. I don't have Shorekeeper yet. Is Verena a good alternative? Verena is always been a good alternative kay Shorekeeper. I think the difference between the two is that Shorekeeper provides a lot of solid na buff when it comes to tower, crit rate, damage modification, and healing na regeneration. Si Verena offers a speed ng rotation. That's the difference between the two. Verena can take zero amount of time in the field. Meanwhile, Shorekeeper can hog it. Especially if wala ka pa dun sa momentum. May momentum kasi itong si Shorekeeper. Once you get into the momentum, dire-diretso na yung rotation mo. But still, it takes time for her on the field. Right? Si Verena takes like no less than 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Napakabilis na rotation ni Verena if you know what you're doing. So that's the difference between the two. Verena is literally speed and si Shorekeeper is just literally a really strong buffer. Pero both are good for teams. What's your Augusta stats? My Augusta stats is not great. They are not looking great. They're currently bad. Yeah. Nagsabay si Culture tsaka si Augusta sa akin sa kahapon. Damn. What's your Augusta stats? Yeah, shit. Mawika umiilaw yung buhok tas Claymore. Mavwika. Yeah, Mavwika. I call her Mavwika sometimes, but yeah. I think somebody or si Binibini, I think she called this si Himiko ng HSR.
One strike is enough. Stay calm.
Ano tawag nito? I think ang logic daw, ang sabi kaya electro siya kasi electromagnetic siya. Magnet ang power ni di Augusta. Magnet. So if you know the history on her weapon or yung great sword niya, yung great sword niya di ba parang composed of swords? Basically, ano daw yun, mga swords daw yun ng mga tinalo niya sa laban. Kasi di ba gladiator si Augusta? So all of the details sa sword niya, when we look at her character model dito, hindi yan. Yeah, baga alam ko, swords nang nanatalo niya eh. Is Yinlin with Augusta? Yinlin is okay with Augusta. It's not the greatest. Si Mortifi actually hindi rin ganun kaganda eh. Sucks lang din siya eh. But I think it's Yuno. I think it's Yuno yung ano,
Stay behind
yung bets and slot talaga para sa kanya. Makadaan doon. Yeah, my Augusta is 0, yes, a 0.
Pathetic stragglers.
Musta ba si weapon ni Augusta or kahit sa standard banner na lang? Standard banner, no. Standard banner sucks. Kung gusto mong... ba? Kailan ba ako sirain? Galing kanina eh. No. Yung Battle Pass banner, yung Battle Pass na weapon guys actually is really nice. Kung nakita nyo yung Battle Pass banner. Hirap tulog. Yeah. I mean, ganun talaga.
Leave it to me.
You can't have them all. It's a gacha game. If you want them all, you must spend money.
Astral modulation.
Anong team best kay Jinshi? No SK, Kant at Zeji, pati si weapon niya. Wala kang SK, wala kang Kanta rin, wala kang Zeji, pati si weapon niya. Ang alternative kay Jinshi is si ano, Itachi eh. No, si Yuanwu.
Inferno.
Yuanwu actually, Yuanwu Verena.
What clinger.
Fight all blood. Chrysanthemum. Yeah. Yeah. One strike is enough.
Buti Do It Night sa October 28, tagal pa, no? But I played Do It Night Abyss, it's nice. It's a nice kind of
Nice trophy.
change of pace sa kanila kasi they've changed to to a non-gacha take sa game. She's fine with the Battle Pass weapon. It's actually the third best weapon, which is yung Battle Pass weapon.
Roars of conquest.
Sana kasi kasali si Lupa dun sa story sa Hunt since mga gladiators din naman, but kaya wala siya? I am not sure actually bakit wala siya. I think she's already taken the spotlight kasi.
As you wish.
Diba? She's
Testing
already gotten the spotlight of the and I don't think they're gonna add more. Pero ang unfair no kasi si Cantarella, even though hindi niya na spotlight, she's still there until papunta ka ng Septemon, diba? You still get some glimpse on her. But I don't know, there might be I feel like ini-introduce na kasi nila yung yung brand new
Honor cannot
brand
be
new
sullied.
lines of people na in-introduce the game and they're currently already introducing si Galbrena and they're
You
already
move with time.
parang focus yung story sa kanila kasi.
Inferno. Not bad. Feel my wrath.
Conquest set top for the eternal sun. Yeah. Yeah. My valor never fails.
Worth the chase.
Yeah. Hirap habulin ng crit stats niya dahil sa weapon stat. Yeah, the weapon actually and I've said this before, her weapon stats are nice for her. The crit stats sucks though.
A hunt isn't complete without a
Ako lang ba?
prize.
Like, has anybody noticed how bad
Where my
the crit
blade
rate is sa weapon ni Augusta?
triumph follows.
Like, okay, comparing this weapon's crit rate to, let's say, weapon ni Camellia. 24.3. It's even worse when you look at Yinlin's weapon. I don't know if it's by design kasi sobrang OP niya na kapag sobrang daming crit rate. Kasi then again, this character is meant to have, if you're S2 already, she is meant to have as many crit rate as possible. We already did the math. Sa S2, she can hit up to 200 crit rate, tapos 400 crit damage. Tapos at S6, she can hit 450 crit damage. 450 crit damage because yung lagas nga na stats. She currently has the highest attack on the weapon. Yeah, that's true. Napunta sa base attack, yeah. But then again, guys, if you know how she's actually built on S2, you know na yung crit rate niya is sobra pa. So having so much crit rate on the weapon actually kinda makes her broken. But again, in terms of stat building, kasi we're not building off attack. You know that.
Stay behind me.
It's kind of like last na siya binibuild na part or sa min-max part na siya binibuild kapag nagbibuild ka ng character sa Wuthering Waves. It's actually the last thing you think about. 2k attack, ganun. Yeah. Crit rate yung tinitingnan mo. Crit rate, yung kanyang damage amplification, kung sobra na ba, kung konti lang ba, ganun. Pero it's the last thing you think is yung kanyang ano talaga, yung kanyang attack. We never think about the attack. It's like the last thing. Actually, I don't even think about it. Like, if we get like an attack percentage stat and an attack, parang a flat stat, maganda. And that's what we want. Usually, it's kind of a general stat. Pero for the most part, we're not really looking into like, ay, kailangan kong i-min-max to. Kailangan ko talagang yun na. We're not. Yung attack, no. We're looking at the crit stats. Usually. Pero, yeah. Ano ceiling damage niya? Ceiling ng damage niya, I'm not sure. Maybe people that are testing her can tell. Pero for me, I don't really notice. Meron nandun sa math na ginawa ko, pero I don't think it's reliable. Yeah. Pwede pa S0, R0, R0? Pwede naman. Yeah. Does Augusta have a guaranteed crit damage in her Resonance Liberation like Shorekeeper? No. Guaranteed crit damage, no. She's one of the first, if not only, like second to Shorekeeper in terms of chasing Shorekeeper's 500 crit damage stats on her S6. Si Augusta lang nakaka-chase nun. And she's behind like 50. Si Augusta. How yung rotation niya? So I think for me kasi I'm kind of missing some stats kaya medyo pangit yung rotation ko sa kanya. So I would highly recommend to get this. Ito to. Kasi this one replenishes the Majesty and it also fully restores Crown of Wills, which is yung mechanic niya sa ult niya. Kasi makakapag-ult ka, yeah, but you have to fill out a certain bar sa baba, which is, I believe, is yung Majesty. Tama? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, kasi I haven't read out the entire skills yet. Pero meron kang binubuong 40 circuit din sa baba. Itong dalawang blade na yan, yung golden blade. Now, yung sa ibabaw naman, I believe, alin dyan yung crown and alin dyan yung Majesty. Alam ko yung Majesty yung ibabaw eh. Tapos yung crown yung gitna, which is yun yung nag-fill ng golden sword na skill. So, punta tayo sa skills niya. And then, let's go here. Ayan. So, resonance skill. Consumable ascendancy dealing electro damage. Gaining 1 stack. When ascendancy is full, press after successful. Hindi yan. Ascendancy can hold up to 100% obtain normal attack. Yeah. No. Is it OP? Yes. Build her for 111. Get as many crit as possible if you're getting her on S2.
Stay behind me.
Which is crowned, yeah. Nasa Resolib yung Crown of Wheels. Okay, so Crown, okay. So now we know what Crown of Wheels is. Yun na nga, ito nga yun eh. Kay Crown eh. Ito yung Crown sa gitna, right? So ito, pinupuno mo to siya. You're trying to fill this up. So when this gets filled up, you can cast the Enhanced Resonance skill. Now, you have to cast the Enhanced Resonance skill. You may Griffon. You have like dive down and all that stuff, and then she will explore the air. And then she would gain 1 sword. Now, because she's very reliant on that one, para siyang she Shorekeeper in a sense sa rotation niya. She doesn't have a super intro, but in a sense na parang you have to build up momentum. So, on your first rotation, you're not gonna get that off. Yun ang masasabi ko. Not unless you have the, yun nga, yung kanyang 40 skill dun sa gitna. But again, meron siyang build up. I'll show you in a minute.
Nice trophy.
Yung rotation niya. Sino ba pwede nating banatan dito? Sa tower tayo. Let's go sa tower. Her damage is bad, so I'm not gonna expect that I'm gonna finish the tower. Yung tinestingan ko kay La Culturo. But again, for test purposes, let's do it. Aim for RCT, bro. That 25% add damage is a sweet deal. Why? Okay. Why stop at S3 when you can go S6? Ba? Big brain, bro. Why stop di ba the resonance chain stops at S6? Have you heard any bell? Did you see the finish line? No. Don't stop, sir. Keep going. Keep going, sir. Keep going. S6 to the, all the way. F2P ka, kumupit ka. Sana, sobrang bad influence sa stable na to. Wala kang pera, kupit. Pakilala mo kung sino ka. Give me a second. I'll show you the rotation. So again, sa akin, because look at this, I don't have anything in here, so the rotation might be weird. So I have some thoughts on the rotation, and it might be that dun ako kay ano muna kay tawag nito kay Augusta muna siguro muna ako, and then let me fill out 1 bar, right? And then let me start on like
leave it to me.
And then I can go start with Shorekeeper. Kasi at least now yung rotation ko smooth na siya. Ganun siguro yung rotation if I don't have the I don't have the 40 skill kasi, so I don't know the rotation ng fully upgraded na Augusta. But here's what it would look like though.
Burn to ashes. Not bad, huh? I bring it up. Inferno.
Conquest. Winners
Para sa
win.
first rotation mo, you can easily get the ult out. 100k damage.
In control. Unmatched. Barely in one strike. Oath from the
Then,
heart.
balik yung Shorekeeper. Yeah, ito sinasabi ko na Shorekeeper ka na hogs a bit of a time sa rotations. This is why we want to like...
As you wish. Silence! Testing output. Burn!
This all blood.
Ulit. By the way, this time stops, so...
It ends now.
Yeah, but this one, yung Augusta ko, not really well built.
Never back down.
Not a good reference at the moment.
Invincible.
So before I go out,
Leave it to me.
sayang lang pati nai-interrupt ako. But it's fine. We got it out. Hindi na naka-super intro.
Fury boils. Not bad. Burn to ashes. Inferno. Not bad, huh?
Fight, stand tall. the eternal sun!
Yeah, but not great damage. Yeah, she needs a lot of work on the damage currently. Like, look at that. Almost 3 minutes na ako. So that's what I'm trying to say na you have to get at least one sword dun sa crown before you come back to her. And every time mag-i-exit ka sa kanya, may one sword ka dun. Pero again, this rotation is kind of weird because hindi ko nga siya fully upgraded. I don't have her prepared kasi I didn't look into like anong kailangan niya if she releases. I was just farming stuff for Yuno kasi ang alam ko kay Yuno yung kay Hikate. So I didn't farm this one. So I don't know if this one helps you on the rotation. Na you don't need to stock kasi nga ready na yung one kaagad. When your skill is in CD, use 2 heavy attacks and basic attack to charge forte. Yeah, mas okay mas variation kaysa sa Cosmic Ripple. 4 para kanino. What's up, Sam? How you doing, sir? Para kanino. Use heavy attacks. 2 heavy attacks and basic attack. Okay, copy. I'm still new to this one, guys. I don't really fully know the rotation. Kahapon, I was just going with my guts and how to play her, but thanks for the advice. For SK, variation is better. Cosmic Ripple is damage. Cosmic Ripple is a DPS weapon. What are you trying to do, sir? It's a DPS weapon. Anyways, I've showcased it already. Not well built, guys. Again, so we're not doing anything for this one at the moment. We're just gonna go away here and let's continue our explorations. Septimont. And then we'll try to explore yung Sangui's Plateau. Wait, are we Central Plains? Let's check. Are we already 100%? No. No, we're not 100%. Kulang ko. Sonan's Casket na lang need ko. Okay. Utility Casket. Okay. Naka-interactive? No. I do not use any interactive maps on any of my exploration. Not unless na mini-min-max ko yung mapa. I think I only used one time sa Huanglong. But other than that, I never used it at all. 100% yan lahat with my freaking, with time and effort and love. Kasi minsan, I've been in one map for an hour. Hinahanap lang yung isang, yung langaw. Now, actually, yung langaw na-detect na. So that is quite neat na pwede na pala ganun, no? For the new players out there. And they can also explore Huanglong with the all new waypoint. That's not Levitator. Hindi waypoint. Loot mapper. Edit ko ba? Itong hover droid na tanggalin ko. Okay. I have never used this casket sonar ever. So ngayon ko lang siya gagamitin. Ayun. Okay. Laki na nga ng scope ng loot mapper eh. So I don't think you guys will struggle sa pag-explore sa sa Huanglong that much anymore.
Quality.
For the people that are kind of lazy kasi nga, well, they've enjoyed the flight system nga dito sa Renacita and to Septimont. So right now, if you guys are interested and keen to get more astrites for your pools, now's the time to test out if hindi nakakaumay ba siyang gawin or hindi. Now, where is this Sonus Casket na sinabi sa akin? Ang dami ba natitira na chest pag naka-base lang sa dun sa UWA? Madami natitira. Dito actually, hindi na-detect ng loot mapper. The loot mapper does not detect the red chests dito sa mapa na to. Sa harap ka naglagay ng loot mapper, hindi niya na-detect.
Nice view.
Okay. Keep using the Son's Casket, guys. This is really nice. I don't know if may bala ako, though. Oh, yun nga lang, babalahan ko pala. Actually, I don't know if may pambala ako. Okay. Madaming pambala pala. Kasi usually I've been very meticulous sa exploration ko sa Wuthering Waves. Na ngayon, na when I do this, I just do not get all of them. Ay, nakikita ko pero hindi ko pinupulot. Ewan bakit. What did you do, Quiz, after the version update? I just went into pull for Augusta. Yun yung ginawa ko. And then nag-pull, pull and then nag-explore. Pero nag-pull ako sa Wanglong ako nag-pull eh. Doon ako sa Jinjo nag-pull. Is there a chest here? Or is this an elevator?
Nice view.
Oh. Yun. Elevator nga to. Ang ganda rin na you don't need to do super jump anymore para para mag-flight. That's a really nice addition. Really nice. Ano man device gamit nyo? I'm playing on the PC. Ang dami nag-doubt sa akin last time na tinalo ko nga si Arsenosa. Sino? Okay, in the chat guys, who struggled with Arsenosa? And who did you use pantalo kay Arsenosa? Kasi marami nag-doubt sa akin eh. Kasi sa akin kasi, and pinakita ko nga ulit eh kung paano ko talunin si Arsenosa. I defeated Arsenosa with Lingyang. Pero kasi I think on that map, ano siya, buffed up kasi lahat ng character. So I think it's normal na kayang talunin ni Lingyang. The real challenge is, kaya ko ba si Lingyang gamitin sa hologram? Yun yung real na tanong. So we might have that soon. I might showcase my characters on the hologram to see if I actually know how to use them. I'm pulling for Yuno soon, sir. I am nag-iipon. Nag-iipon pa lang. Ano tayo? Saving up for her.
Nice view.
Saving up for her. Bakit na pala na to? We are saving up. May flight challenge nga di kong ginagawa eh. Flight challenge ba yun? Kaya pwede na. We've had this discussion, 'di ba? Ang daming ang nag-react noon eh. Well, I've said this na yun nga lang, ang pinaka-simple solve sa problema to not have that kind of similar situation, and I'm gonna talk about Genshin here pero not throwing shade at it. Kasi sa Genshin, 'di ba, marami nagsasabi na na may exploration Paygate or Paygate. Wait, ba't nandito ako? Kapos na ba? Pero may parang power creep sa exploration. But for me, this is the Wuthering Waves. Dalawa na naman actually yung character dito na very relevant sa exploration. Let's say na hindi nila in-introduce yung let's say na hindi nila in-introduce yung flight. Si Phoebe would be very, very pretty in everyone's eyes. Cantarella not so much. Si Phoebe talaga yun. And people only really reacted kay Cantarella because she's easy to target. Kasi nga she is also very... Let's be real. Cantarella is one of those Gunner baits talaga na character sa Wuthering Waves. Not gonna lie, right? She's like one of the best Gunner bait characters na na-release sa Wuthering Waves. Pero when Phoebe released, nobody bat an eye on her freaking flying ability. Diba? So doon ako medyo na parang adaming mga hypocrite na tao sa Wuthering Waves. Now, but if we're really discussing it, we don't want that shit as well kasi medyo issue nga siya, di ba? I missed out on some of the points. Holy shit. Wala naman tong timer na. May timer pala pero wait. Ayan. Pero right now, na-solve na. As in, literally na-solve na siya. Like, we don't care about those character abilities anymore in terms of exploration. Pero they're only doing it dito lang sa ano guys ha. They're only doing it sa Wanglong. And I think for some parts ng Renacita and Laguna. Or dito sa Septimont. And the next maps, there's gonna be different, ano daw, different traversal mechanics that are not flight, or I don't know if it's flight or iba na talaga. I don't know if it would be better or it would be worse. Pero yeah, we'll see. Tingnan natin. Kasi yun yung sabi ng devs. Ama ng anak ko. LOL. I-dash lang yan, no? Need igalaw siya kung saan siya pupunta sa middle. Really? Hindi ko alam. Ay, ito pala yung mga ano, no? Yung mga parang... Kaya nga may certain events sa Wuthering Waves na parang... Sir, pwede kang hindi gumalaw.
Worth the chase.
Pala yun. Okay. My bad. Ama ng anak mo, excuse me? Basta boss, okay lang boss. You know what, I'm gonna... Hindi ako pa ulit-ulit na... Okay. Let's go. Okay. Flying with Augusta. Pero ang weird lang is... Nag-set... Oh my god. I've already set up na ano, na... Hindi ko alam kung bug siya, pero nire-reset ni Wuthering Waves yung ano ko. Ito. Ito pala yung mga bagong binili nila, no? Yeah. Nah. I am not spending money for that cosmetic shit. Pero speaking of cosmetics, no, I'm excited for their other costumes. Hindi ko binili yung kay Yinlin kasi ano eh, hindi ganun, kay Yinlin, kay Changli kasi hindi ganun ka ano. I'm not that impressed. Maganda siya, but she's default maganda eh. So I wanna see something else, like yung kay Jinshi na may special effects na pupula yung dragon. Who is Yuno? Yuno is the priestess of... Nakalimutan ko ng priestess siya eh. But yeah, she's the priestess of this establishment. Sa limited event yun. Di ko na ginawa kasi yung limited event. I think I've stopped doing limited events back in... I believe back in... After ng 2.4. After ng 2.4, naumay kasi ako eh. I didn't like what they were doing with the game at that time. Right now, bumabawi sila, pero yeah, it was worse. Like, it wasn't a great experience from what I experienced sa Wuthering Waves so far na they've been consistently been good to the players. They're good, pero again, yeah, it didn't really hit well with me. Now, I would defend this game as much as possible, pero that was just, yeah. That was just something. Yung ano. Ah, sa tuktok to. Ba to? Yan, nasa tuktok. Oh no. Oh no. Much energy. Pero ang ganda ng ano, ang ganda ng Septimon. Ang ganda din ng new map. Pero right now, I will say na parang based sa storyline right now without any spoilers, I think Cartiti is gonna run like hell. Well, kita nyo naman dyan sa baba, no? Sino yung dadating sa 2.7, no? Yeah, might come sa 2.7, but again, far out. Uy, uy, what? What? What the Lag issues sa Septimon? Yeah, I think it's device issue, sir. I think the devices cannot keep up with the graphics ng Wuthering Waves right now. And yun nga, sabi nga ni Sem sa akin, a lot of people quit because of how unoptimized
To the lands
how
afar.
unoptimized or how heavy the game has become. Nagkaroon siya ng parang di na siya accessible sa lahat per se. For people that have like low-end devices or even mid-spec devices. I should have done the Assassin's Creed. Meron pala dun? I didn't know. We can come back. We can go back. It's not too late. Saan ba yung ano? Saan ba yung Leap of Faith niya banda? And where does she jump from? GeForce Now is the key for low-end devices. Actually, GeForce Now is like the future of gaming, but you just need to have a really strong internet. How to do that? Ano ba to? Wait. What's the, ano? What's the, sorry, naglag. What's the GPU 4070 Super? Yung pan-detect ko sa kanya, guys, is ito. I've been using this because I've been saving this for a rainy day. Ayun pala. I've been using the resonance casket detector ito. Casket sonar. You have to consume casket sonar, ano do. And then, yun. Ayan, so you can detect all of the caskets in the map. Up to 5. Ayan. Yeah, let's do this one kasi kaya pala he was morphing. Leap of Glory, let's go. Parang Assassin's Creed talaga no? I think I've only played Assassin's Creed na babae yung bida. Liberation. Nice. You're wondering, walang chest doon? Already done it. Yung broken bridge. Ano yung broken bridge? What's that?
To the lands afar.
Maangat ka. No HUD. Full server no HUD. Gamitin ko yung character ko na pinaka-OP. Si Zani. Zani is still like super freaking OP pa rin talaga in my opinion. Super simple gamitin, especially if may ano ka, Phoebe ka. I would say almost brain dead gamitin. The PewDiePie bridge. Oh, bro. He has retired, unfortunately. PewDiePie has retired, sir. Tapos na siya. Ilan inabot kay Augusta? So, I already initially had 60 PT from the last patch. Nag-pull ako kay Lingyang mga around 68 pulls siya. So, natalo ako ng mga 8 pulls. Sa first 10 pulls ko, natalo kaagad ako. So, on the next 45 pulls ko, nakuha ko si Augusta. Na guaranteed. And then on her weapon, I got it around 60, 67, 68 ba? I think I got her 68, somewhere around that number. Sakto lang din. Naubos din yung resources ko. As in, super sakto lang naubos lahat ng resources ko sa game. Ang kulang. F2P? No, I'm not F2P. I stopped being F2P sa banner ni Zeji. That's how long I held up. And it wasn't that long as well. Sakto lang. And this is a gacha game that I now maintain. Sinong better sub DPS for now, Prolova or Mortifi? Better sub DPS, I would say Mortifi if you want Augusta to shine. But if you want someone else, then si Prolova is not a bad choice. I think she's a great choice, especially if you build her DPS. My Augusta stats are bad. They're not really good. I'm building her currently, but not that great. I am doing a bad job at it at the moment. I mean, she's fine though. Yan. But damage is not impressive at the moment. Because I think I'm lacking some stuff and some stats. I can't wait to fully upgrade her to see the full power. Would you recommend yung subscription now? Parang okay kasi yung mga new 4-star weapon. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. They have released one of the best 4-star weapons currently in the game, and I feel like a lot of characters can literally use those weapons. Not only Augusta, but I think yung weapon right now is focused on the new characters instead of the old ones. Kasi if you're gonna focus on the old ones, that would be the 5 standard weapons. Kasi maraming yung nag-utilize ng Resonance Liberation, but some of the weapons in there, I would say if we look at it, this can be used for Gian alternative, and better yet, an alternative for Augusta. But other than that, other Broadblade users like Jinshi, Culturo can't really use this thing, right? Ang baba. Yan. Oath of Tide Hunters. Casting Resonance Liberation increases attack by 7.2 and grants 10.8 Resonance Liberation damage bonus. So meaning, this can be utilized by characters like Havoc Rover, si Changli, a lot of characters na medyo nagre-rely over Resonance Liberation damage. Pero other than that, this is nice. This is nice. And it's a crit rate stat as well, so maganda siya. Ito. dealing basic attack or heavy attack damage increases attack by 2.2% and grants a 2.2 heavy attack damage bonus for 7 seconds. I do not know who can use this. No clue. Maybe Elbrena. Maybe we're gonna have a character that's gonna be Glacio DPS pistol user pero heavy attack scaling siya. We might see that. Ito. Casting Resonance Liberation increases attack by 7.2 and grants a Resonance Liberation damage bonus for 15 seconds. Ito, it feels like weapon ni Shang Liao for some reason. So if you have a Shang Liao and you don't have his weapon, this is a good alternative. However, is this good for, let's say, Ling Yang? Maybe. Is this good for Jian Xin? Maybe. Is this good for Zani? Maybe. Like, Resonance Liberation, hindi, Resonance, hindi siya ganun ka, Not much uses at the moment. Feeling ko onti lang talaga ang Gauntlet users na talaga nakaka-utilize ng Resonance Liberation. Most of them are either heavy attack or Resonance Liberation. Like, hindi lahat sa kanila. So, we'll see. We'll see. Tingnan natin. Ito, Radiant Dawn. Oath of Tide Hunters. A Resonance skill increase attack by 9% and grants 9 basic attack. This is clearly a weapon for, kay Encore. It's quite nice. Pwede rin kay Cantarella. Pwede rin kay Zeji. Pwede rin kay... marami siyang pwedeng paggamitan. But mainly, you're gonna play around basic attack damage bonus. Pero again, this can also be stat sticks. Kasi crit damage sila, Crit damage, crit rate, crit damage. But I think it's easier to build around the crit rate weapons. And itong dalawang to, I think, is really nice. Pero depending kung kanino mo isasalpak. So, yeah. Isn't it good for Mortifi? Mortifi is resonance skill. Mortifi is resonance skill. Mortifi is not heavy attack damage. Again, you have to utilize yung bigay na buffs ng weapon. Not only because it's a pistol weapon. Mortifi's weapon is the standard 5-star weapon and that's it. That's it. That's the best one for him and I think some people have proven it with math. May nag-math na ata noon and recalculated na Mortifi's best weapon is literally yung standard 5-star weapon. So, if you guys are interested in building Mortifi, then that's the weapon for you. And it's also one of the damage weapon but at the same time it's also a buff weapon kasi nga may bigay siya na attack when you are doing an outro skill. Wala natin, no? Healer CU, no? Yeah, it's kind of like sila Bran, Cantarella situation na they can also heal but not really a healer like Shorekeeper or Verena kind of, na talagang they don't need a lot of screen time. Is Augusta F2P friendly? No. No. I don't think so. I don't know if you can actually craft weapons ito sa Septemon. Kasi if we're talking about F2P, meaning you're only pulling for characters, most likely not pulling for weapons. And you're not spending any money on the battle pass. So what are your options? Standard weapons. Standard weapons, they kinda suck. I don't know if they're gonna update the standard weapons or they're gonna add new standard weapons a game. But the standard weapons are kind of outdated and are only really meant for certain characters. But Augusta, no. If you have GN weapon, you can use it for her. Yeah. If you have GN weapon, yes. But, again, that's the second best weapon for her. If you have GN's weapon. I'm not, for me, I'd like to get all of their signature weapons. I don't play all of my 5-star characters except si Shang Liao have signature weapons. I don't know why I haven't built Shang Liao yet. But I'm not gonna build them anytime soon. Maybe once na talagang super bored ako, maybe I'll build him. But right now, nah. I'm still focused on my Culturo and I don't need him. JC, don't worry. I am also experiencing FPS drops on my game. Hindi lang ikaw nag-iisa. Does Lupa's weapon better than the standard broad blade? It's the only one I have. For who? Josh, para kanino? Hello po, saan po ibibigay yung mga Solan's casket sa new map? Ah! Yun pala yung sinasabi mo kahapon, Rayu. Dito. Ayun na sila, oh. Septimon Solan's casket collector sa Dragon. Go to the border mountains, nandun sila, yung mga ano nga tawag sa kanila, yung mga teddy bear. Yeah, yun dun sa kanila. Give it to them. Give it to them, sir.
To the
Currently,
lands afar.
I'm finishing up. Ooh, ganda. Ooh! What? Ah, kasi tinapos ko nga yung quest. Ganda. What the hell? Okay. Oh, ayan. Looking up or down? Flashy something. Yeah, they're flashy something. Septimon to Solan's casket 2. May 2 pa? Saan ba? Yun, sa pinakadulo. Mapper nga tayo, baka may... meron nga. Meron nga! Wait, we get the chest first before we get the Solan's casket. Musta story? The story is nice, but it's a bit repetitive and it's long. 5 hours to 6 hours story siya, guys. Clearly not a filler content, no?
Honor cannot.
Mararamdaman mo talaga eh na it's not a filler content.
Astral modulation.
Together we rise.
Fury boils.
Bakit
Inferno. Testing
Feel my wrath.
Kasi you're kind of like running around in circles for the most part.
Conquest begins now. Never back down.
Undying glory. All glory. Receptimon. Here. Here.
Yan, ang grabing FPS drop sa akin, no?
My valor never fails.
Story was okay. It was nice. It got a plot twist na
Worth the
parang
chase.
alam ko na mangyayari. Okay, let me just turn off the browser pala kasi itong browser kumakain ng resources. Pero yeah. Crisostomo Ibarra is that guy. What guy? Siya rin ba yun? Kinda looks like him. Cristoforo is the same. Cristoforo? You mean Crisostomo Ibarra, bro? I call him Crisostomo Ibarra talaga. Saan to?
Stay behind me. To the lands afar.
Bakit ba to? Hopefully makaipon pa ako for Augusta na sa 40 PT na. Good luck. 250 pulls for Augusta, reach S4 and a guarantee S5 or save ko lang for yung guarantee. You're really at a great spot. Pero have you heard any ring bell, sir? Tapos na ba ang round of pulling? Kung wala ka naman narinig na bell, go for it.
Stay behind me.
S6 na S6 Augusta is something. Sobrang OP ng stats niya. As long as you're building her 4-4 111, maganda siya. Pero other than that, feel like kailangan mo siyang i-build na 4-3-3-1-1 if you don't have any, if you don't even reach S2. Para siyang si Jinshi na pag S1 ka, automatic 4-4-1-1-1 ka, ganyan build. How do we open this shit?
Stay behind me.
Ano ba ako? May na-miss out ba ako dito?
To the lands afar.
Oh? Augusta have higher damage than Carte? Can't say. I don't know if people are doing the math on that one, but I don't know. And I don't really care kasi they're not really in the same kind of element na parang is she power creeping Carte? I don't think so. They're not the same element din eh. So for me, I don't really, yeah, it doesn't really matter for me ah. Wait, paano malis dito? Up, up, pucha, up.
To the lands afar.
PP out na lang ba ako? Now we can do this. Come on, up, 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 up. Kailangan ng konting momentum. Wait. Up, yun. Ikaso. Mans. Okay. Good, we'll run. Nice. Bakit ngayon dun? You know what? Later na lang. Tingnan ko na yung casket. Ano to? The best traditional healer. You can buff your crit and yeah, si Shorekeeper. Shorekeeper I think is still best. Like I think overall character, walang tatalo sa buff na binibigay niya. Like it would be stupid if you do not get her. Na nandyan siya ngayon. Not unless you have her and you're just not really interested in playing the game in a very smooth way. Pero she does have that kind of, you know, parang she adds a lot of smoothness to the game.
Let him war with time.
Fury boils, as you wish. Leave me alone. Not bad, huh? Testing output. Burn! Feel my wrath!
This is mine.
You did. I wonder if the upcoming homeless man is the healer buffer too. Coming homeless man? What? Question din po, mas okay ba S2 ni Carlota or S3? I think when you get S1, that's already a different build. Like, hindi ka na, like for example, you have the signature weapon na Last Stand. You double stack crit damage kasi nga may crit rate ka na 25%, I believe. Pero S2, S3, I think she's better going up. Wala na siyang tigil dun eh. Actually, you just go straight ahead. You don't stop. Pero S1 is like already parang doon na yung checkpoint kumbaga na mag-iiba na yung kanyang stat building, ganun. Ganun usually sa mga character eh. Kaya similar kay Jinshi na when you get to S1, change na yung build mo bigla. Slightly change from 4-3-3-1-1 Echo to 4-4-1-1-1. Ganun. Kasi nga, well, you want to have as much crit. Kasi nga, sobra na nga yung resonance Resonance skill na bonus mo. Wait, saan ba? Ilan ba ba? Wala na ata. Yun na ata yun, di ba? Augusta or Carlota? For newbies, it would be it would be Augusta. For newbies it would be Carlota. Hindi si Augusta, sorry. 3 na sila dito. 5 na pala. Nagbuwa ka pala, boss. Yeah. I mean, I do have content about Wuthering Waves sa channel ko if you haven't seen. Ito. Underground. Goods ba Carlota si Augusta without signature? I think she's fine pero you need like tiny bit of help sa ano. Oh shit. Dapat ignored challenge or sun challenge. Did I miss out on a certain challenge? I have to go to the edge of the map para hindi mag-detect yung casket dito. Damage sa Carlota is good naman po. 52 crit, yes. I mean, if you can hit that a bit higher yung 52 crit na yan, that would be nice. As a beginner, okay na naman. May Mortifi naman. If you have Mortifi. Gagi ka. Saan yung last na Sonan's casket? What? Saan po ma-exchange? Dito. Sa Border Mountains, yan no, sila yung mga plushie. Yung mga plushies, saan to? This is underground. Kahit yung bago. Yung bago, I think so, kasi they're still in the same, technically in the same map. Or siguro may quest. Pero tong quest for some reason, no, sa mga naglaro dyan ng Monster Hunter, it felt like it played a bit like Monster Hunter yung storytelling ng game. For some reason. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
To the lands afar.
Sir, what do you use for stream po? OBS po ba? I use Yeah, I use OBS. I use Meld Studio. Baka sa second phase pa. Ayun.
Honor
we're not
cannot
fighting that guy
be
yet.
sullied.
Flame Blade of the Rift. Level ko ba 1 at a time yung units or sabay-sabay? For example, after my level 40 ko yung isa yung next naman.
To the lands afar.
So, I have a video about that. It's still very relevant for newbies. Go watch that, sir. Nasa yun yung pinned ko na post about character building sa Wuthering Waves. That is still very relevant. But basically, what I told there is that sa early game mo kasi, you're most likely building DPS. So,
Where my
yung effect
blade
kasi,
leads.
okay, and let me just, Wuthering Waves 101 muna, you would build your DPS first. And then you would give your first two characters, supporting characters, minimum effort na gamit. Like, every resources should go to the DPS. Kasi bakit? You would spend less time and more time dito sa pagdi-DPS. And frankly enough, they don't add DPS to your comp. And then only when na na-build mo na yung first character mo, yung DPS mo, na-build out mo na, na-flash out mo na, that's the only time na you touch on the supports. Ganun siya. That's how you build characters sa Wuthering Waves as a beginner. Pero kasi if you're already for sa akin, matagal na ako naglalaro, I have already built out all of the support. Most of the support. Yung more TV ko, level 60 nga yan eh, but still, we're tackling content in harder areas already. But yeah, go watch my video on TikTok. Nandiyan naman yan. Nasa YouTube din yan siya, but I don't really highlight it that much. Ito nga tayo. Good siya kahit di level up. Yeah, good siya. Like I said, I have a video on TikTok. I explained it why hindi mo kailangan pa-level. I have a Sanwa that's literally walang upgrade. Pero she is still one of the best supports that I could ever put in a team. Especially kay Encore. Ito, prime example ng isang character na level 70. Ngayon, nakagamit ng ganyan. Naka-Moonlit Clouds, 0 lahat. Level 1 yung skills. And this character has been on my roster for a long time. Kasi ang only purpose lang kasi niya is to support. They're not supposed to do damage, or they're not gonna do damage. Kasi Wuthering Waves is not like how you would play Genshin Impact, na lahat ng character takes a bit of long time on a rotation, and they would add up something to make something good. But you would also have them do damage. So Wuthering Waves kasi hindi. Wuthering Waves focuses on one character gameplay. Not unless, kasi there's two types of playstyle kasi, guys. For the people that are, hindi nila alam sa Wuthering Waves. There's the traditional way of playing this game. Healer go to sub-DPS, buff the main DPS. Ganon. Meron ding isang playstyle na tinatawag natin na quick swap, which is dalawang DPS mo sa isang team, and they would be built to the max, tapos silang dalawa yung magdi-DPS. Meron ang iba triple DPS setup eh. But that is like a high skill level kind of playstyle sa Wuthering Waves, and I do not recommend it if hindi ka pa familiar sa anong animation yung pwede mong i-cancel, ano yung animation, ano yung skills na pwede mong i-combine dito while she's doing this kind of skill, ganun. Usually, ang pinaka best na pag-practicean is if meron kang Changli and meron kang Encore. Kasi if you play Changli and Encore, and people have seen this already sa stream ko, you would know na ang ganda ng combination ng dalawa yun. Kahit standard character lang yung Encore na yun, but when you pair it up with a Changli, na she's not gonna buff Encore, pero silang dalawa magdi-DPS, it feels so good. It's a different kind of playstyle, but it's a bit harder for newbies. Yeah. Having a level 60 Sanwa is invaluable. I mean, again, you don't really need to upgrade her. Like I said, you don't really need to upgrade her skills. You don't even need to upgrade her level. Having her on 60 is good enough. And I've cleared content with Sanwa kasi nga talagang hindi siya da-damage eh. You know what I mean? Like, she's only gonna buff. There's no reason for her to stay at mag-DPS. And her screen time, literally what? Less than 3 seconds on a rotation? And people complained about, sir, hindi ko kaya yung tower ngayon. Ang hirap kasi wala ako nung latest character. I have a culture up there, clearing this one. So, again, if you know how to play your character and how you know paano nababuff ng character itong sa character na to, you don't really need to upgrade them. Especially that this game is like a resource type of game. Diba? You don't need to have the latest characters to clear content in this game. However, mas mahirap siya sa Whimpering Waste. Whimpering Waste is a different type of content. I think kailangan mo dun is AoE based characters. So, Rochia excels in that area. Si Lupa is AoE. Si Changli is AoE. Yinlin's AoE. Shang Liao's AoE. Basta mga AoE, yung mga area of effect damage characters, yun. Next half pa. Yeah, next pa. Yun na yung next na build. But again, guys, if you're a newbie, dapat you're focused on upgrading your ba't parang kulang pa rin yung ko dito? September 100%, pero kulang ng Son's casket na isa. Saan ka na pala? Pwede pa explain ng kit ni SK, di ko mag-get sa ibang content creator. Okay, so for the people that are pulling for Shorekeeper, listen up. Si Shorekeeper is a healer type of character. Pero, she has a lot of things na medyo nakakalito kapag hindi ka nagbasa dito sa mga yapping dito sa skills. But basically, on her outro skill, lain natin yung outro skill niya. Madali naman maintain yung outro skill, no? So, sa outro skill niya, meron siyang buff na binibigay na 1 flare butterfly tsaka dim star butterfly. Ngayon, usually, ang ginagawa nito is meron siyang regeneration healing, which is continuously may tick healing ka. But at the same time, when you do get hit and nanak back ka, pwede mong i-press yung dodge button and it would be considered as a parang counter dodge or dodge counter siya. Parang triggering a successful dodge. So basically, meron siya parang free get up card na parang, na-knockdown ako, up ka agad kasi meron kang Shorekeeper buff. Ngayon, on top of that, meron siyang buff na 15%. Ngayon naman, sa Resonance Liberation ni Shorekeeper, meron kang kailangan i-hit na stat. You need to hit at least 250 energy regen para matamaan mo yung 12.5 crit rate and 25% crit damage. Kasi nga, nagsiscale siya sa energy regen ni Shorekeeper. Ngayon, there's 2 ways of doing that sa pag-build sa kanya. One is having every single echo with energy regen, or 2, just put 2 energy regen in there, you'll be fine. Pero again, sa akin, as you can see, sa Shorekeeper ko, it's 235. Di ba, sir? 250 dapat para makuha yung 12.5. Now, this is more of like a mid-max build. Talagang ino-optimize ko yung super intro ni Shorekeeper, which I will discuss to you later. It's kasi you have this echo called the Fallacy of No Return. Si Fallacy of No Return, when you activate this guy, he provides, for 20 seconds, he provides 10% energy regen kay Shorekeeper. Yung gumamit ng Fallacy of No Return when you press Q, or when you tap Q, or whatever you do with it, right? Basta ma-activate mo lang siya. Ngayon, on top of that, sir, that's 10%. So, kulang pa rin. Saan mo kukunin yung extra 5%, 10%? So, sa passive ni Shorekeeper, she already has that perk where if she's inside the Stellar Realm, she gets 10% energy regen. So, if i-add mo yun lahat, and by the way, this is very much like min-max na playstyle na. Medyo kailangan mo mag-rush ng rotation kasi nga 20 seconds lang yung buff. So, I would suggest if you're newbie building Shorekeeper, just build her double energy regen on the cost trees. Pero again, ngayon yung rotation ko sa kanya. So, what I do is, I usually, on a rotation kay Shorekeeper, what I usually do is, idodraw ko na lang, guys, ha. Okay, guys, prepare, draw. Sir, draw a lot. So, ginagawa ko kay Shorekeeper is, una, pag nag-cast ka ng ultimate niya, yun na yung, discuss natin yung ultimate niya. Paano gumagana yung, ito yung blue na Stellar Realm, purple na Stellar Realm, tsaka yung yellow. Yellow na Stellar Realm. Ayan. Okay? So, ito, default lang to siya. Wala siyang dagdag na, default lang na, ito yung level 1. Which is, kinast mo lang yung ulti. Right? But once na mag-transition ka over to the next one, which is nag-outro ka, papunta sa sub-DPS mo, ito, magbibigay na siya ng crit rate. Pag purple na yung Stellar Realm. Makikita mo yun visually. So, alam mo, crit rate ka na. Yung next stage naman is kapag pag nag-outro to, tong sub-DPS na to, papunta sa third character, which is yung main DPS mo, most likely. So, ang bigay naman nito is yung crit damage. Ngayon, kasi merong super intro, si Shorekeeper has a super intro, ngayon, gold na siya. Yan yung point na yung main DPS mo, dapat mapuno niya yung 40 circuit niya, which is yung resource para makapag-outro skill, makapag-outro ka, or mag-switch ka na may outro sa next character. So, para ma-trigger mo siya, dapat naka-gold yung Stellar Realm, tapos yung next character, babalik kay Shorekeeper. Ayan yun siya. So, I will demonstrate this one here para madali siyang maano. Yung super intro medyo nakakalito siya explain, pero that's the most simple way of explaining it. So, saan ba tayo lalaban? Sige, labanan natin to. I don't know if I'm fighting the right guy. I might be struggling with this one. Pero, okay. Ngayon, labanan natin to. Pakita ko sa'yo paano. So, ngayon, hindi ako gamit ng Fallacy of No Return because again, 20 seconds is a bit short. So, kailangan ko siyang gamitin kapag magro-rotate na ako. Right? So, ngayon, half na yung ano ko. Hindi pa puno yung ano ko. Ang aking Resonance Liberation. Ayan. So, Resonance Liberation ako. Activate ng Fallacy of No Return. Swap kay Mortify. Purple na. So, that is crit rate. Right? Ayan na. Pagki-crit rate na siya. So, ngayon, ang goal ko dito kay Mortify, as fast as I can, dapat makarotate ako pabalik kay Augusta. Ngayon, na-activate yung ult niya. Augusta na. Pagka Augusta na, magiging gold yan. Ayan na. Kita. Naglalag tayo. Okay. Ayan na, gold na. So, crit damage na yan siya. Ngayon, pag bubalik tayo ngayon kay Shorekeeper, super intro na yan kasi puno na yung 40 circuit natin. So, pagbalik natin kay Shorekeeper, super intro na. And this is the reason why naka-min-max build si Shorekeeper because gusto ko siyang mag-create as much damage as possible. By the way, yung damage niya is nagsiscale sa Resonance Liberation stats and HP. So, kaya yung build kay Shorekeeper dito, yung pinaka-min-max na build sa kanya is naka-spectre damage bonus ka kasi gusto mong i-multiply yung damage niya on her super intro. So, super intro meaning, ayun, papasok siya, magbo-burst siya. So, she's kind of like, healer siya, pero at the same time, she's also a burst DPS. Pero hindi lang siya talaga main DPS. More like, siya yung parang pinaka-optimal way, o pagbalik mo sa healer mo, dumadamage ka pa rin, bumabawas ka pa rin. That's how she works. So very ito medyo pressured lang to kasi kailangan mo nga you're on a clock pag ito na build ng ginawa mo. So suggestion ko, mag-energy regen ka na, double energy regen dito para mas chill lang siya. Kasi by default, tamaan mo yung 250, you don't really need to cast Fallacy of No Return. You still need to cast it pero hindi ka as pressured as like, kailangan ko magmadali kasi matatapos na yung 20 seconds sa Fallacy of No Return, matatapos na yung ult, ganun.
Understood.
So yun siya. So anyways, problema lang kay Shorekeeper talaga, medyo
Fury boils.
in terms of yun nga, yung kanyang rotation, she kinda needs a ramp up rotation. Crit damage for cost. Crit rate, pwede crit damage. Depende sa pangangailangan. Usually sa need mo yan eh. Kaya itong last na casket na to. Hindi ko makita yung last casket. Nakakainis. Static Mist ang gamit kay Mortify. Static Mist is, kasi yung Mortify ko, yung build ko sa kanya kasi, by the way, hindi pa nga tapos na build sa kanya eh. Ang build ko kasi sa kanya is damage build siya. Naka-damage build siya, naka-ano siya, ayan, naka-Imperial Anthem. Hindi siya naka-Moonlit, but I would recommend Moonlit, wag to. Pero sa akin, I'm playing him like this. So, may damage siya. Pero at the same time kasi, si Static Mist kasi is energy regen, which is great for his ultimate. But at the same time kasi, when you cast Outro skill, yung next Resonator will gain 10% attack for 14 seconds. So this weapon is secretly a buffer weapon, which is the best weapon for Mortifi. So if you're getting characters na gunner or gunslinger or whatever, and then you don't have any alternatives to their weapons, Static Mist is the weapon for them. Like, siguro Aalto support or Chikona support, pwede naman to sa kanya. Ito yung alternative nila. But again, Chikona buffs Cartitia, and Cartitia does not really benefit from attack. So this is useless kay Chikona kung Cartitia ang sinusuportahan niya. But for the most part, and for almost all character, ayan. I-deliver ko na nga. Kulang pa ako ng piso. Quick question, Shorekeeper or Chikona? I have S1 R1 cart. Ooh. If you're building around Cartitia, go get Chikona. That's my suggestion. Although I want you to use Shorekeeper as much as possible, but if you're playing around Cartitia, get Chikona. Si Chikona talaga is like a best in slot for Cartitia, and walang iba para kay Cartitia eh. Kahit sabihin yung may Sanwa, like, yeah, but Chikona is, like yun talaga yung buffer niya eh. Attack ang bigay. Sayang. Musta pull sa Augusta? Okay na naman. I'm gonna slightly adjust some of the stuff. Ito ang pinaka-buisit to. Pero if we get like crit damage in this one, I don't mind. Gago. Pangit! Pangit ng stats! Bobo! 52. Yeah, this is why having Shorekeeper is so good. Kasi nga, let's say your character is like 50% crit rate. Hindi ka umabot ng 60% crit rate. You're not reaching those minimum levels of crit rate. Kasi sa akin, for me, still, by default, all characters should be around, if you're trying to do a crit ratio stat, I've always told them sa mga viewers ko, 60 to 50 is a good number to hit. Minimum. If you hit 60 to 50, you're in a good spot. You can feel the damage ng character mo. However, 75-300 is still like yung benchmark ko on most of my characters. Why 75? Because most likely you're not gonna get lucky with the crit rate stats. And 300% is mahirap i-hit. Pero when you do hit them, masarap yung damage ng character mo. But again, pag bibuild ng character sa Wuthering Waves is magkaiba yung kanyang estilo. Kumbaga kasi different characters have different needs and different builds and different things. So baka iba yung sa'yo, iba yung sa akin. Iba yung need ba? Kumbaga. Is yun viable sa kay Augusta? Yes, very. No, actually, I'm gonna showcase a Yinlin Augusta team in a minute. Yung gamitin ko. Pero right now, we all know na Mortifi nga, di ba? Mortifi nga talaga.
Feel my wrath!
This Alot! Chrysanthemum! One strike is enough!
Pero okay, let's go and play the other team. Pinipare ko na to eh, pero I'm put si Yinlin muna ng gamit.
The impatient
Wala
ones
pa
will
siyang
fall
gamit.
right
And
into our
by the way
lap.
guys, sa akin, almost all, if not all, of my coordinated attack characters are running Empyrean Anthem. Wala na nagra-run ng Moonlit Cloud. Now, is it better? Can be. Pero it's not the best. Like, I think Moonlit Cloud is still better if you want to highlight the DPS. Pero sa akin, guys, I want Yinlin to also deal damage now. Like, ayoko na yung support Yinlin lang na she's doing mediocre damage. Like, I wanna see her deal damage on her coordinate attacks. Question lang, how do I get down there? How do I get this chest sa ilalim? Can't see it.
Stay behind me.
May power creep for what for Wuwa? Power creeping. I think the only characters that are currently getting power creep, if I'm gonna be honest, is yung mga standard characters. But for the most part, I think all of the 5-star limited characters
To
are
the
not
lands afar.
power creeped yet. Because I'm not close to that idea na baka magkaroon ng power creep. But again, I've already shown na
Honor
kayang tapusin
cannot
yung
be
dungeons without premium teams or premium characters per se. Pero I think kanya-kanya rin ng kasi itong Wuthering Waves kasi medyo heavy talaga siya sa skill eh. If you don't know how to parry, you don't know how to dodge, mahirapan ka talaga. I think bababa talaga ako
Stay
dito.
behind me.
Hindi to yung pababa, di ba? Yeah. So, sino mas okay kunin ngayon? Augusta or Carlota? 127 pulls na kasi 50-50. Okay.
You will yield.
Anong kulang mo sa team mo? What do you have? Yun kasi yung question usually yung tinatanong ko eh. Let's say, okay, sir, meron na akong, let's make an example sa akin. Let's make an example. Kasi it's most likely what you need. If you're thinking about what you need and not what you want, then yung question mo will be very relevant. Pero kung want ang gusto mo, it doesn't really matter what you pick, right? Pero again, okay, kumpleto ko ba ng teams? Talungin ko sa sarili ko, kumpleto ba ako ng teams? Let me check. I have a fusion team. Okay, check. May isa akong fusion team. May Spectre team ako. May Havoc team ako. May Electro team ako. May Glacio team ako. Meron akong Arrow team. Meron din akong isa pang Havoc team. Meron pa akong isang fusion team. Meron akong another Electro team. Anong kulang ko? Kasi wala akong fusion team or wala akong Electro team. Augusta might be a choice for you. Pero kasi ang pagkaalam ko, wala pang Glacium team na maayos unless you're referring to Lingyang. And sa akin, mas madaling laruin si Carlota versus kay Augusta kasi si Carlota is a range character with fairly freaking cheating na it lets parang she plays the game for you. So I would say go for Carlota. Yung talaga recommendation ko. But if you like Augusta, you like
A
that
hunt
playstyle,
isn't complete
gusto
without
mo
a
yung kanyang
prize.
yung kanyang kit, go for her. Pero other than that, sir, your choice na yan. Tanga tayo dito. Murmur's Town. Wait, not unable to add. Hello? Lods, pwede ba si Yinlin kapalit ni Mortifi? Yeah, I'm currently showcasing a Yinlin team. I have a Yinlin team at the moment running around. In your opinion, what is the best team currently in the game? Best team currently in the game? Cartiti at Chicona team is good. Zani, Phoebe team is absolutely a beast. I think, Prolova, Cantarella, hindi ko pa masyado nakita. I haven't seen that much gameplay from those two, so I can't say for sure. Pero for me, based of my understanding, Changli with Shangliao, Changli with Carlota, Changli with anybody that's freaking quick swappable is a strong team. Brant as well, Brant Lupa, Changli, triple DPS is very strong as well. Kaso napaka-sweaty. And the question or the question of is there a best team at all is parang mahirap sagutin kasi nga again this game is very skill based. Mahirap sabihin eh. Kasi depende kasi sa gumagamit eh. Somebody can make Lingyang work but some people cannot. 'Di ba? They can make it look like it's the best character in the game but for some people it's the worst. So mahirap siya sagutin. But for me, I would say anybody that can be quick swappable is a strong team. Kasi super taas ng DPS kasi. Mataas DPS output. Again, I may be wrong. I might be wrong. So, iwa nga lang. The best team is what fulfills your goals with the game to the most enjoyable degree for you. Yeah, but I think he's asking for like not enjoyment but strong. Like that blunt question who's strong, who's weak, who's not strong, who's not meta. I think yun yung question ng viewer. But yeah, that's also a really nice look into it as well. Saan yung last na casket, sir? Wala, di ko na nakita yung casket dito sa ano. What the hell? Prolova Kanta SK can take 6 to 7k points. Saan isasabit yung sonar casket? Dito. Yung plushies. Pero yung bagong map daw, wala daw eh. Ay no, may isa. May isa pa daw ako. What? Yung kinakatago yan? Actually, yeah, wala pa siyang use. Naggamit ako. Yun na nga, hindi nga siya nag-show up dun eh. What the hell? 100% ko siya pero hindi siya 100%. What the? That's not 100%. Ang labas tuloy parang germs. Okay. Let's put down the loot mapper here. Okay, nice. Okay. Let's go
Stay
explore.
behind me.
Good evening, sir. Ask ko lang po, paano gumagana kit ni Augusta? Thank you. More on heavy attack si Augusta eh. And more on stacking siya ng ano niya, ng 40 circuit niya. Trying to activate the 40 circuit sa gitna. Kasi you have this thing called crown and yung majesty. Alam ko yung majesty yun yung bar. And then yung crown yung gitna. Yung crown na yan, pag napuno yan, you can activate your resonance skill para magkaroon ka ng isang charge ng yung crown of wills. Ba yun? Alam ko yun eh. Mahirap siya i-explain in words kasi, well, it's just words and it's sometimes, kahit ako, it means nothing minsan. Pero yun yung mechanic niya, parang nagsastack nga siya ng ano, ng parang, eto, pakita ko sa'yo. Before ako mag-start.
Invincible! Roars of conquest!
Ayan, so ito, pag kinas ko tong resonance, ano ko, skill ko, ayan, nag-charge siya ng isang crown, parang yung blade sa gilid. So I need 2 of those. So sa isang rotation, when you have it already, pag balik mo kay Augusta, pwede mo na i-cast yung ult niya kaagad.
Please have them. I hope they will prove useful.
So again,
At your disposal.
let's kill everybody na.
Diminish worrying astral modulation.
So ano tayo, rotate kayo, bam bam bam. Ito, yun din tayo na ano na lineup right now.
Time to wrap it up.
Paano masakit yung Yinlin.
Conquest begins now.
Hindi pa nga na-charge eh. Hindi pa nga na-charge eh. Dapat na-charge na nga yun eh. But again, yeah. Kailangan mo i-charge yung gitna. Sa akin kasi, this Augusta that I currently have doesn't have all of the upgrades. Especially yung gitna. So I would love to see this siguro next week. Kung anong klaseng playstyle ang mararamdaman ko dito. But as of the moment, hindi siya perfect. The moment hindi perfect yung ano ko, Augusta ko. Medyo weird yung rotation ko sa kanya at the moment. No build na Augusta ko kasi I'm an Augusta without any resonance chain at all. So S0 R1 lang. So it's a 4-3-3-1-1 Crown of Valor, of course. Crown of Valor, set up, 3-piece, tapos 2-piece Void Thunder. Pero sa akin, in my opinion, if you guys are already S6 and R5 as well, and kukuha ka pa yun ng yung Void Thunder, instead na Void Thunder ilagay nyo, Lingering Tunes ang ilagay nyo. Na 2-piece set for the 10% attack. To counteract yung sobra-sobra na damage bonuses.
Honor cannot be sullied.
Aegon begins.
Stay calm. Astral modulation.
Tear them to pieces. I'll pay it back.
My field for expertise.
This is my event.
Bet niya, nidinefend niya yung chest.
Worth the chase.
Can Premium Zani, Premium Cartitia dominate the Towa and Wiwa, or does it depend on the enemies? Depends on the buffs din eh. Not all the time they can dominate. Let's
To the
say,
lands afar.
you're gonna brute force something na negative sa kanila yung stats na, you're not gonna win that. Wiwa can be dominated easily. Towa, on the other hand, dependent sa team. Wiwa actually dependent din sa team, pero kasi if you already have a well-built team, wala kasi masyadong resistances yung yung endless. Well, I don't know, endless pa tawag dun.
A
Trendy,
hunt
I'm not sure.
isn't complete without a prize.
Wala siyang resistances eh. So, there's no need for like having certain teams for certain elements. Talagang just have your best team out and that's it. That's Wiwa for you. Pero kailangan mo yung team na unless you play it the most optimal way, talagang even if single target yung character mo, you can literally clear it without a sweat. Siguro sure. Why not?
A hunt isn't complete without a prize.
Bro, ano opinion sa new Tacit Field nila? This is actually yung Nightmare. I don't know. I wish it was not like that, pero again, I don't know why they added it. Doon ako nalito. Bakit nila dinagdag yung ganyang style ng Tacit Field? It was fine. Na hindi naman ganun, pero I don't really mind it as well. Pero parang parang na-weirduhan lang ako na, ba't may Nightmare? Tapos nagre-refresh daily, like. I don't know. Ano to? Touch the Crab Phantom? Oh? Push lick crab.
Worth the chase.
I hate it, man, the daily stopper. Must pull ba yung Signia Augusta or okay na po yung weapon ni Gian Jinshi? Gian lang actually ang pinaka If you're saving up, you already have weapon ni Gian, just take weapon ni Gian. No need to pull for her weapon. Unless you like to see that, that weapon slash, it's cool. Pulling for you, no? I intend to pull for you, no? I intend to pull, sir. Intentions are clear.
Honor cannot be sullied.
Stay calm. Diminish. In war with time. Loaded.
Tear them to pieces.
Think you got it. Time to wrap it up. My field for expertise.
This is my moment. Healers rule. Winners win.
Kalaban mo lang kalaban!
Strike is enough.
Boom! Very fucking cinematic.
Nice trophy.
Sir, Wu or Genshin, which should I play? Wuthering Waves is nice if you like really fast-paced combat. Pero if you also like to have more of like... Oh, yun nangyari.
A
that's
hunt
nice.
isn't complete without a prize.
Pero if you like, if you like to play, uy, so nasa casket to, no? More of a team comp focus na playstyle and then you like fantasy talaga, I think Genshin Impact is different. Is a different type of game. Pero itong game na to kasi, si Wuthering Waves, ano to? Crabs pa rin ba to? I think I'll be back here. Okay. We need to find those crab altars. I think I see one. Ito na naman yun.
Nice trophy.
Remember nyo yung sa ano guys? Sa Riccioli
Honor
Islands.
cannot be sullied.
Yeah, we're back at that again. We're doing those crabs again. Okay. You have to find them all though. Feeling ko shifting ang game sa non-stamina based like DNA pero may cap eh. Yeah. How's Augusta? Augusta's nice. I like Augusta. She good. She chill. Pero sometimes I feel like I'm underwhelmed sa damage niya. Sometimes. I don't know. Basta ba? I think that's it. Sila naman yung crab area eh.
Stay behind me.
What? Incomplete. May ibang crab area pa ba? I feel like may ibang crab area pa nga. We'll do that later, I guess.
Honor cannot be sullied.
Stay calm. Perish.
Recommended alternative team for Augusta. Pwede Prolova daw. I don't know how Prolova would work, but I'm currently using the alternative team kay Augusta. But again, Zaraxel, my suggestion is if you like to play fast-paced combat, Wuthering Waves. If you like to play a bit slower and medyo mas fantasy yung theme niya, go play Wuthering Waves. Sorry, Genshin Impact. But sa akin,
Tear them to pieces.
stayed so long for this game. Ano talaga yung gato game ko. Because of the combat. Ang ganda ng combat.
Cleave it.
Now my field of expertise.
Fight by my side.
Oath from the heart.
Of conquest.
Background image si Angel. Si Angel ba yan? I'm not sure.
At your
I am not
disposal.
sure. Even without Yuno, Gusta's damage is insane how much more with Yuno in the team. Yeah, kailangan mo siyang i-ano do. Kailangan mo siyang
Astral modulation.
i-balance out. He's gonna have so much damage bonuses sa heavy attack na yeah. You have to balance it
That
out. Sir.
strength. It's our curtain call.
Name Galbrena. Ooh. Yun nga yung nagwi-whisper sa kanya, di ba? So she's hunting down a Trinodian in Septimont. So who would it be? But again, let's not talk about the story for now kasi marami pang hindi nagsustory. So maybe we'll talk about it some other time. But that's Galbrena guys on the background image. Ano muna tayo ngayon? Shut the fuck up muna tayo sa story kasi a lot of people haven't played yet. As much as I want to talk about it, pero yeah, the moment wag muna. It's a time and place for that. Bakit po habang tumatagal humihina yung character and tumitigas naman mga tacit Discord? Humihina yung character? Saan ba yan? Sa Tower of Adversity or sa Whimpering Waste? Kasi alam ko sa Whimpering Waste, meron daw, tawag yan, meron daw health inflation, which is bad. Bad for
A
the game.
hunt isn't complete without a prize.
I don't know why it's a good idea to inflate the skills. Pero sabi naman nung friend ko na the reason why they wanna inflate the skills is because they wanna sell the new characters sa current meta. And again, they're not like HSR where they buff old characters. So, yun natin, I don't know. I'm still doing fine sa Whimpering Waste. Even though I still use the same team, I'm doing fine sa Whimpering Waste.
Tear them to pieces.
But I can't say for everybody. I can't speak for everybody. Maybe it's hard for some people. Maybe walang.
I'll pay it back tenfold.
This is mine. A match.
Nice trophy.
Might be harder for you guys. Pula mata nito.
Worth the chase.
Ano po yung unang gagawin pag first time maglaro ng Wuthering Waves? Just enjoy the story. Yun lang, just enjoy the story. And then if you're exploring the map, para makita mo yung map, puntahan mo yung mga, let's go sa Wanglong para mas magandang, ano siya, para mas magandang example. God damn, the map is big. So, sa Wanglong, itong mga waypoints na yan, Resonance Nexus ang tawag. You can see them, when you're on the map, you can see them like pula, na laser paangat sa, on the clouds. Puntahan mo yan sila para makita mo yung mapa. Para hindi siya hindi naka-dark. Yun yung gawin mo if you're exploring the map. And always use the loot mapper. Yun talaga, I think, ang pinaka-importante yung loot mapper. Yung loot mapper is, itong ginagamit ko right now, yung pan-detect ng chest sa mapa. Ayan. Yan, loot mapper yan. Ina-unlock yan siya once you have enough resonance casket or yung mga cubes sa Wanglong na i-donate mo dun sa i-donate mo siya dito sa switch map nga tayo po. Ang layo na talaga. Ayan. Dito mo siya i-donate kay ito, sa Pioneer Association. Tapos bibigyan ka nila ng item na tinatawag na loot mapper. Which is yung pan-detect ng mga chest, mga pools. BP, bro, thoughts mo sa new BP weapons? Very nice. Long-awaited. And I think it's really nice to invest on those ones as well. Kung may mga character ka na kailangan yun. They're good. Future weapon na lang ni Carlota. And Shorekeeper kailangan ko i-pull. Good luck. Mag-focus po ba ako sa... What the... Oy, kala ko kalaban. Mag-focus po ba ako sa Reso skill kay Carlota? Reso skill kay Carlota? Carlota's resonance skill, yes. Pero pwede ka rin mag-focus sa crit damage niya. I mean, there's a proper way of building characters. If alam mo na dapat tamaan mo yung okay, minimum crit ratio sa character, sa isang character. I'll show you my characters para mas madaling i-explain. So dapat ang minimum mo hindi ganito. I don't know, some characters are different. So like for example, Zani is different. Hindi nga niya gamit yung niya, yung weapon niya eh. Wait. Hindi niya, balik mo nga yan. Ayan. So, for example, Zani. Zani is 50.5 and 320 crit damage. Exception siya sa rule ko na 60 to 50. Because, sir, di 60 yan. So, kulang siya ng 10%. Yes, you're right. But kaya sinabi ko exception siya because there are certain items in the game or echo sets in the game that make your character have passive crit rate. So, sa kanya, if maka-inflict if anybody inflicts a Spectrophrasal or siya mag-inflict ng Spectrophrasal, magkakaroon siya ng 20% crit rate for 15 seconds and she inflicts it quite often actually, si Zani. So, or she can inflict it once and then on her single rotation, may 20% crit siya. Baka andyan pa nga yung passive but she's already out, ganun. So, in truth, meron siyang 70% crit rate dyan na naka-hidden lang. Pero again, let's talk about the characters na hindi ganun yung situation nila. Let's pick one character, si Gian.
Do not let your guard
Yung
down.
Gian ko, built na to. But again, sa akin, 60 to 50. So, above 60 is good and above 250 is great. Pero hitting 300 and 75 is just a different feeling sa character and it would change the dynamic ng isang character and makikita mo talaga yung improvement ng damage. However, speaking of yung mga kailangan nila damage, of course, kasi si Carlota is a resonance skill based character, kailangan mo talaga on your echoes makakuha ka ng resonance skill. As for Gian, dapat makakuha ka ng heavy attack, which I didn't get at all. So yung damage output niya hindi ganun kataas. Although I've hit a nice crit ratio, pero yung bonuses niya are kind of lacking. So if you want a perfect scenario sa mga builds nyo, you'd want, for example kay Carlota, crit rate, crit damage, resonance skill, attack percentage, and attack. On some characters, kailangan nila energy regen. Gian, kailangan yon. Culturo, kailangan yon. Zani, kailangan yon. Some characters need energy regen. Kasi nga, they have a really big amount of resonance energy needed sa kanilang mga ultimate. Which is yung pag-replenish ng ultimate nila. Kaya resonance energy yung term. Ano to? Ano yan? Sino yan?
Honor cannot be sullied.
Worry not.
70 to 70 is good po ba? Yeah, it's good. Pero the reason is that I can tell if medyo low roll yung crit damage mo is because yun nga 270 yung crit damage mo. Meaning medyo nasa may mga low roll ka, may mga high roll ka na stats ganun. The next ko na ipupull si Yuno.
Zap strength. It's our curtain call. My field of expertise.
Conquest begins now. Moments of victory. Stand tall for the eternal sun. It ends now.
Bam! The rogue. Horosaurus, nakakalaban siya but he's not parang I don't think na ano siya na super na magagamit siya as a monster. I'm not sure. 100% pinag-Septimon pero kulang ako ng Solon's Casket for whatever reason. I don't know why. Pwedeng isama kay Carlota and Shorekeeper. Tauchi or si Zezhi.
Nice trophy.
Zezhi yung best in slot. Yan nga, kailangan talaga yung mga crabs. Popcorn crabs. Popcorn crabs. Okay na yata ako dito, guys. Yeah. Simula tayo sa gilid. 20 PT po ako ngayon. Can I get Augusta with Lunite in 18 days? Lunite gives what? 60 per day? Good luck. That's what I wanna say to you, sir. Good luck.
Leave it to me.
You can get her, pero 90 per day ba? 90 per day pala. Good luck.
In war with time.
You see, you need luck. This game is a gacha game, man. It's like, it's basically gambling. So,
Cleave it. My field of expertise.
Fight by my side.
so you need all the luck you can get. talk to Phillips. Captain Phillips. Hello, Bea. Kamusta? Should I get SK or save up for you, no? Get SK. Ang dark ng mapa. You know what else is dark?
Stay behind.
You know what else is dark? Tense. Tense. Alam mo ba anong mas maitim? Ay na. Ano po? Hoy! Wala pa akong sinasabi. Sabihin ko sana yung puwet niya pero sige na lang. Idol, may mga recommended team ka para kay Carlota?
To the lands afar.
Pwede si Yinlin. Zeji's the best. Actually, guys, okay. Actually, this is not bad. Kung, like, for example, you're lost, talagang wala kang no freaking idea paano i-build yung isang character. Dito, actually, this is quite decent. And I really, ano ba tawag nito? Parang naiinggit ako na nung time na naglaro ako, wala kaming ganito. Kasi ang daming nasayang na resources. And I would say, for me, I think this is great. As a reference, and always a reference. Any content creator that will tell you how to build a character, always act as if it is a reference and not a blueprint for your character build. Kasi of course, kanya-kanya ng RNG. Now, as for Carlota, ito yung alternatives niya. Now, I completely freaking disagree na ang alternative niya is si Sanwa. But then again, if you know what you're doing and how she works, hindi si Sanwa. Hindi si Sanwa, okay? It's Tauchi or Lumi. Bakit? Because Tauchi and Lumi buffs resonance skill. However, Sid Neymar, what the frick is going on with this Sanwa? Diba? Yan! Much better may Tauchi. But they don't recommend Lumi because si Lumi kasi, the only reason why you would pick Lumi is kapag yung Lumi nyo is S6. Yes, you have a shorter duration ng kanyang buff which is 10 seconds but you get that, what about 20% damage attack sa dulo? But I completely disagree with the Sanwa. It does nothing for this character in my opinion. And I don't know why they added it there. Yan yung option mo para kay Carlota. Hoy Phillips, ano na? Verina po, pwede po ba kay Carlota? Yeah, Verina is great for everybody. Verina Shorekeeper is great for everyone except one character and one character in particular. Si Cartitia. Alam mo bakit? Kasi pabida siya. Gusto niya talaga na iba yung support niya. Gusto niya talaga si Rover ang mag-heal sa kanya. So, you know. But jokes aside, she's HP scaling and they don't really do much for her kasi usually yung mga buffs sila related sa attack. But they do have some buffs na useful pa rin kay Cartitia, but yeah, not really. Carlota Liberation is considered a heavy attack or just basic attack? I think it's Resonance Liberation. You can actually check it here on the gallery if you don't have a Carlota, like me. You can actually go here.
While the moon cycles, I remain the anchor.
Shit, nandiyan na siya. You can go here and then view mo. Then you can go to Resonance Liberation right here. And then this one is like ito. Deal glacial damage to all targets and considered resonance skill damage. Yeah, you can read it. You can read it out here, guys. It's already described na anong gamit. Sometimes they won't say it out loud, but for the most part, first sentence pa lang sasabihin na kung ano yung type of damage is gonna do. Saan na ba tayo? Yes, exploring. Na-distract tayo sa crab. We were supposed to go down sa western side ng map. Got freaking distracted. I think it's based on normal attack. That's why Sanwa is recommended. For her, no. No. If you read out the
Honor
skills,
cannot
usually
be silent.
most of her skills are related sa resonance skill. So why the hell would you put Sanwa in there? And here's my thoughts.
Stay behind me.
Kasi they're thinking about the F2P people. The people that are just starting out in the game. And I do agree, it is to an extent a character that can be substitute for everyone. Everyone. Every single freaking one. Any character you play, you can put Sanwa in there. Somehow. Pero again, if you're playing this game, you're most likely already have Tauchi in your teams. Or Lumi in your teams. So, pwede nyo siyang gamitin. But for me, I would not recommend
Honor cannot be silent.
si Sanwa on Carlota. It's not the build. Tauchi is the build. If you're going F2P. Describes the new kit, yeah. BC pa ata.
Load in war with
BC
time.
pa ata. Yung kukunin ko na Augusta. Nakaka 41 plus na ako, wala pa rin. Ganun talaga yan.
You won't cast me down. I can't. Time to wrap it up. My field exploration.
This is real. Winners win! My valor never fails!
Boo. So bang overkill mo naman? Augusta?
Stay behind me.
What is this?
Unmatched!
In control.
For Septimon!
Leave it to me. Astral modulation.
Pwede po ko ba palitan si Chikona pag may Yuno na? Chikona, 4? No, sir. Kay kay Cartitia? No.
Tenfold.
Hindi naman heavy attack si, si Cartitia.
Septimon! It ends now!
In control. Moment of victory.
Oath from the heart.
Durog lahat. Ano pa device nyo? PC. Mas maganda po ba si Lin sa team ni Augusta? A good alternative. If you want na mag-shine si,
The wind
tawag
rises.
nito, ang ating queen of the ruler of Septimon, well, kailangan mo si Mortifi. If not, if she's out. Well, she's not out yet, but when she does, siya yung replacement. Yeah. Any tips po paano magkaroon agad ng ult? Na max upgrade mo na ba siya? Yun yung hindi ko alam eh. I'm not sure if my tip is gonna be helpful. But again, before ka mag-out kay Augusta, make sure na meron ka ng isang charge ng Crown of Winds.
Tear them to pieces. Back up.
Yung bar sa baba, yung yellow na bar.
Pay it back
Make sure may isang charge ka na before you
Time
go
to
out.
wrap.
Para pagbalik mo,
My
ayun.
field of expertise.
Fight by my side.
Yeah, pwede ka mag-charge on your own. Push to that. What? Skyrim reference?
Pathetic struggle! Healers rule! Winners win! My valor never fails!
Sobrang overkill.
Roars of conquest!
If
Worth
sa
the
stats
chase.
mo kulang ka ng heavy damage kay Mortifica, then vice versa, go for Yinlin. Si Yinlin kasi hindi, I don't think nagbe-benefit masyado si
Nice
Augusta
trophy.
kay Yinlin. Apart from Yinlin buffing electro damage itself, which is also nice. Pero ano ba ang buff ni Mortifib compared sa buff ni Yinlin? Okay. Let's talk about the buff lang. Let's just strictly talk
No
about the buff.
rush. The
So yung buff
impatient
ni
ones will
Yinlin
fall
is
right into our lap.
20% electro damage amplified and then resonance liberation damage amplified. Now check natin si Augusta if Augusta does indeed have anything related to resonance liberation. No. This is considered as heavy attack damage. Okay, check pa natin. Heavy attack damage ulit. Yeah. Like, most of her skills are related to heavy attack damage. She doesn't have anything related to resonance liberation at all. So you're only really getting the benefit kay Yinlin on the 20% electro damage bonus. Now, check na naman natin si Mortifee. Ano bang buff ni Mortifee for 38% heavy attack damage amplification for 14 seconds. There we go. So, depende na yan sa'yo. Sa akin, Yinlin offers a different type of kit. She has a lot of crowd control or a lot of
To the
AoE
lands afar.
damage na skills compared kay Mortifee. Mortifee, on the other hand, has more buffs offered for marami siyang ino-offer na buff para kay Augusta if you are. But who do you pick? I think it's an easy no-brainer pick Mortifee. However, if you like to play Yinlin with Augusta, very viable din. And it's not a bad option. Rochia buffs, ano man binabuff ni Rochia? Basic attack, damage, and havoc damage bonus. So, no. I think there's only one character at the moment na alam ng mga viewers natin right now, tonight, na sino. It's Yuno. Yuno with the 50% damage amplification is just ridiculous. And yun yung inaantay natin lahat, no? But at the moment, wala pa siya eh. She's coming. She's already here, but she's not here yet. Right? Yeah. Ayun yung Korosaurus, guys. If sino ba naghanap kay Korosaurus kanina? Ayun siya. Si Ruchia yung Ito nakaganda. Once Yuno comes into the game, I have a lot of teams na pwedeng i-pair sa kanya. I'm gonna play her with my Gian. I'm gonna play her with my Rochia. I'm gonna play her with kay Augusta. She has a lot of teams
Stay behind me.
na pwede sa kanya for some reason. Pwede nga siya kay Dungeon di ba? Si Dungeon mostly heavy attack siya, di ba? Mga Dungeon mains dyan. Can confirm? Pwede kay Zani, yes, pwede kay Zani. Pwede, diba? Ayun, si
A
Slendy.
hunt isn't complete without a prize.
So, yun. I mean, diba? I mean, it's gonna be great. Kasi, like, she's gonna be like a super buffed
To
up
the lands
version of
afar.
Mortifee. And at the same time, I think the game has already built up a lot of characters that are
cannot
related
be
to heavy
silenced.
attack damage. Sino-sino yung mga character na yun? Janshin, Gian, Rochia,
Worth the chase.
Augusta. Culturo is not really heavy attack damage. He has heavy attack on his forte circuit, but for the most part, you want him on his resonance liberation.
Diminish. Astral modulation.
Kay Phoebe, pwede kay Phoebe, yes. Ang alternative ko kay Phoebe is si Mortifee. Because I did use Phoebe before. And actually, I was ready to not pull Zani kasi nga malakas si Phoebe. Phoebe is a strong character. I think she is a bit underrated in terms of like DPS as a Spectro character. Kasi a lot of people have focused kay
Nice trophy.
kay Zani, kay Jinshi. But they're forgetting about our Catholic girl, which is si
Worth the chase.
si Phoebe, which is very very strong. Siya yung gamit ko. And Ruchia as well. Ruchia's funny enough, yung damage niya mataas. And very simple siya gamitin for some reason.
Nice trophy.
And I've used this like a couple of days ago when before nag-release tong patch na to. Yung tubig. What is tubig? Yung tubig natin is black coffee. Walang sugar. Caffeine all the way. Flowing in our blood. In our vein. Ito. I just...
Stay behind me.
But thank you for the remind, no? Tubig, sir. Tubig. What is this one? We go up, I guess. Problema lang talaga kay Ruchia ang vulnerable niya sa paggamit ng bounce. Yeah. And this is why if you want to main Ruchia, get her S1. Yun lang. And yun yung stop. Pero kung gusto mo only Mamma Mia, yun ata yung S6, 'di ba? Or yun yung S1 kaagad. Di S6 yata yung only Mamma Mia. Only Mamma Mia. Where the frig is this? Ano to? To? Ilalim? Underground? You know what? Start ako sa edge. Ay, kung mo lang start dyan. Yeah, I'm gonna start this way. Only Mamma Mia. Good evening, Bison. How you doing, sir? Welcome to stream natin. Welcome. Privyet. Yung effects daw ng new BP weapons describes the new character's kit. You think so? Yes, I think so. Heavy attack damage. Medyo itong lineup nila right now is very heavy sa... Kalaban ba to? No. Okay, may pagbubugan ka sa commander nyo. Here we go. I'm all goods, bro. Nakuha ko si Augusta. Nice! Congrats!
Nice trophy.
O nga pala guys, we're gonna do some account review. Paano ko lang, sabihin ko lang sa inyo. Just prepare your Kuro mails. Before mag-release si Yuno, I'm gonna do a account review. Alright? So, please make sure to ano. And we have some rules kung paano magpa-account review. Just make sure to be followed on Twitch and then i-redeem nyo yung 1K na account review. Yun lang naman. So,
A hunt isn't complete
that will be
without a
on
prize.
on or before i-release
To
si
the
Yuno.
lands afar.
Para ma-check natin yung mga nag-build ng Augusta. Ayun. And then, yeah, we're gonna do that. Medyo boring hologram ngayon. Masyado bang mahina? Masyado bang mahina yung hologram? Ano to? Is Yinlin better than Mortifi? On some things, but not in terms of buffing.
To the lands afar.
Augusta, I think
Nice
he
trophy.
buffs way better buffs. He has way better buffs. Saan to? Where is this? Ano nga yan? Likod? Likod ng ano? Babaw.
Call it precision.
Ayun nga, ibabaw nga.
Worth the
Hey.
chase.
Then challenge. Flight challenge. Sonar? No. So you don't use sonar, I use sensor. For me, I just
To the
don't
lands
use the sensor right away. I like to explore just a bit. Okay, let's try the flight. Pwede din sigwep ni Augusta kay Lupa. No. Lupa's Resonance Liberation, di ba? Di siya masyadong nag-heavy attack, di ba? Di ba pwede na to no hands? Legit ba pwede na ako mag no hands dito? Nga no? Yeah, sure. nag-ask si Kuro ng survey ano request mo for them to improve. I guess optimization sa game would be nice. And the 4-star weapons actually usually yun yung reklamo ng tao. Sana magkakaroon ng mga 4-star weapons or the 4-star weapons could use an update. Could use an update so that there's also options for that, but again, they're not. I don't think they're gonna do that, and they're gonna focus on 5-star weapons that are better na lang siguro. Or maybe a new set of standard weapons na pwede i-pull. Ano? I-release na si Bulling, hindi pa tayo i-release si Bulling eh. Yan yung Kurosoro. Is big. What's up, Bla? I'm good. Kamusta ka? Si Gian talaga pwede alternate. Yeah, si Gian. Oh, shit. This place.
A hunt isn't complete without a prize.
Without a price. Maps are very huge.
Worth the chase.
2.6 it's for me it's around 8 out of 10. It's cool, it's nice, it's not boring, but it's got some repetitiveness nga again. Eh pagka repetitiveness siya dun sa parang sa akin middle section banda medyo repetitive. Pero the start was amazing, the end was amazing. It's just that in between before the climax ng story medyo dun parang it became a bit repetitive
Stay behind
for
me.
some reason. May pagka-repetitive siya. Hindi pa pala tapos dito. Okay. Flirty vibes? You think? Si Augusta lang ata yung nakafocus sa goal eh. Tapos si Yono nakafocus sa'yo. And I was in the impression na when she uses her bow, she would use her feet to pull the strings. Nah, that would be too much. Pero that's what I thought. Given the fact na they're already teasing her feet so much sa mga ult niya and sa trailer niya and all that stuff. So I was thinking maybe she would pull the strings with her feet. Nah, I'm wrong. Di pala. But again, you know, it's funny na ganun yung thought process ko dun sa character na yun. Pag pinul niya ba yung sting na yun, ano, paa? Di pala. Saan nga to?
To the lands afar.
It's like underground? Underground nga to. Console, no PC. Wait, wala namang underground. What? Hey, yo. Wala namang underground ah. Maybe there is underground. Hindi ko lang alam paano pa. Ah, yun. I think it's here.
Honor cannot be sullied.
In war with time.
Tear them to pieces. Zap string. It's our curtain call. My field of expertise.
Fight by my side. For Septimon! All blood! Chrysanthemon!
Doom. Wait, what? Is this blocked? Ah, ba dito? Did you get any new vid or gif like kay Zani? Ito. I don't know if the stream lagged, but this is my new wallpaper para kay Zani. And on the left side, yung ending picture yata nila. Yeah. Yan yung ano ko. Pero marami pa ako eh. I have a lot. Pero I picked that one out. For the meantime. Feeling ko talaga papasok dito eh. Tapos to. Same ba? Yeah. That's what I did, sir. Record ng ganyan. Ikaw ba yung viewer ko last time na naghingi sa akin ng ano kay Zani? Wala, hindi kita mabigyan eh. Saan nga to dadaanin ha? Yo, sure saan dadaanin tong... Sa ibabaw? Kahit may detect na wala siya sa sensors eh. Wala siya sa sensor oh. Mabilis tumakbo? Kagi, mabilis tumakbo si ano ah? Si... What do you mean mabilis tumakbo si Lupa? Like sa overworld? Sa cutscene, sa bilis niya eh. Yung skill niya nagta-time stop. If that's what you're trying to ask. Saan to? I'm gonna go crazy. Gonna go crazy.
To the lands
Wait,
afar.
where the frick is the chest, man? Need tayo in certain quest. Fudge this freaking hell. Ano to? Game! Oo nga yun. Para saan to? Obtain reward. Ooh. No, wait lang. Para saan yung horn? Level? I'm sorry. Para saan yung horn? Puro tapos dilis ito. Seed. Side quest. Ah, level nga. Hunter's right. Unlocks in 18 days. Lock pa pala yung iba? Pusruda. Nasa Skyrim yan eh. Defeat Frostcrest Gladiators. Pusruda! Hop! Aray ko. Okay, we're gonna go back. Dyan, siguro. Ito na sa baba. Baba or... Gravestone eh.
Stay behind me.
Kamto. Is that a chest? It's not a chest. Yes, sa next year, iba na daw yung method pag travel. Di na pwede yung flight. Sayang yung $10. Ganun talaga. Yung game na to parang, itong dito na part parang ano, Elden Ring eh. May pagka Elden Ring vibes eh. Clearly took an inspiration on some games. Saan nga to? Ito, saan to? Is that lalim ng temple? Feeling ko ilalim nga ng temple to.
Stay behind me.
Opo. There's like a secret gateway dito sa temple nyo. A cavern close to the hunter's den. Hindi yan eh. Nga yan. Di siya nakikita. Yung mga chest. Medyo frustrating i-explore to.
To the lands afar.
Talk to Fengshan.
To the lands afar.
Fail speech. Skip! No voice acting. Skip. Ay pucha mo. Okay. Fly. Just fly. Okay. Ano, pabalik sa Septimon? Yung stamina ba? Eh? Wait. Am I supposed to fly? Pa may ma-achieve ako dun?
Worth the chase.
Mukhang flight challenge to ah. Nga, one more time. Hindi na mga draft dito na pwede kong sundan? Ay, distance pala. Let me... Restart. So, diretso lang. Di ako dapat maliliko. Dapat, as in, literal, dire-diretso lang. Just to get as much distance as possible. Okay, let me do it again. Yeah. $1.5 lang! What the yo? What? Is there a trick dito? Kailangan maximum stamina ako sa region. Ngayon hindi ako sure. Bro. Record updated. My god. You know what? I don't care about you. Okay. Ang dailies natin. Dele. Okay. I think guys, I think we're mostly done with the for today, no? Nakapag-export tayo ng onte, 100% Septemon. Kinda, hindi ko mahanap yung last Sonon's Casket. It is. Tayo ng I don't know when this weapon's gonna come home. I am not sure. Okay na muna yan. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. GG's muna tayo no sa ating live stream for today. Mamaya, mga 4 a.m., we're gonna be live again. And ako maglalaro ako siguro ng Guild Wars 2 maya-maya. Samahan ko sila Fallen. But for now, mag-join siege muna ako. Unahin ko muna yung commitment ko sa Crystal of Atlan. Magdi-dailies muna siguro and all that stuff. But, hey, I'm done streaming. Thank you so much, no? I will be, ano ba? Ilan ba tayo right now? Are we not that many sa Twitch? I think we're not that many sa Twitch. Sakto lang. I believe.
Power.
Yeah.
One that
11 people in here, no?
attention.
Thank you so much for watching us. 11 people. Appreciate you guys so much. Mute ba tayo? Yes, nakamute. But yeah, i-raid ko muna si Nojoy. We're gonna go raid Nojoy and because he's streaming Wuthering Waves right now. Ayan. And I appreciate you guys being here on Twitch, watching me play Wuthering Waves, but as for now guys, I'm gonna go end my stream. So ito yung ating raid message. Copy that raid message. We're gonna go raid Nojoy. He is also streaming Wuthering Waves. So hope you guys have enjoyed our content for today. We'll say, I'll guess maybe this will be the last. I'm not sure. Sa Wuthering Waves because I'll be playing Path of Exile mamaya. But we'll see. Thank you so much guys. GG's. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Bye bye Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and Kick. Bye.